This is today's Gemini love horoscope prediction. Those born between May 21 and June 22 belong to this zodiac sign. Love and emotional stability is important for Geminis, although it is not exactly the sign that needs it the most to be stable in other areas of their lives. Dear Gemini, today may be a good time for you to start with that change of life that you always promise yourself, but then you always postpone for another day. If you don't consider it seriously and convince yourself you will never find the time, all those people who love you want you to get over that bad streak you're in. If you cannot cope with the situation alone, you can count on them. I know that many of you are very proud and do not want to ask for help, but sometimes things get complicated, and it is necessary to turn to people. Do it without remorse because that's what friends and family are for. In love, I know that times have not been good for Gemini, but this is going to change very soon, according to the prediction of the zodiac sign. Regarding work, money and business, I tell you that the matter is complicated at the moment, but everything will pass, and even sooner than you often think. Love horoscope for single women. The Gemini woman by nature is very perfectionist and demanding with herself and, in turn, with others. You set the bar so high when it comes to finding a partner that it is logical that it is so difficult for you to find someone who meets all your requirements. You should establish an order of priorities, but do not rule out anyone who does not comply with everything you want, or you will continue without a partner for a long time. You are not perfect, so neither can you pretend that the one you have by your side is. Today's free prediction for the Gemini man. The Gemini man by nature is a free soul who has a hard time following a routine and monotonous life. What you really like is living adventures and having an intense and unplanned life. That is why it is very difficult for you to maintain a stable relationship and be subject to the wishes of the couple. You do not have to feel bad, nor think that you are rare for it. Each one is as he is and he does not have to change if it does not harm anyone. That is why the only thing I suggest is that if you are fine as you are and starting a relationship is not in your plans, do not give false hope to anyone because they could suffer unnecessarily because of you. Today's horoscope for singles. It depends on what you are looking for, so it will go on this day. For example, if you are looking for love, it is likely that nothing in that aspect will come to fruition today. This does not mean that later it will. What's more, I would tell you that if you want, you have it close in time. I mean if you want, since it may be that you are not looking for love, but other types of relationships without sentimental complications. For the latter, it is not a bad day, but the horoscope tells you that all that glitters is not gold, and that you be careful with whom you interact on this day. There is no obvious danger of any evil, but you could be disappointed. There are times when it is better to live the life that offers you many beautiful things outside of love. If you have a partner, in each of us a secret musical note resonates. It is up to us to find those other notes that become part of the music we play as we move through life. That piece is love. And you have found the perfect person to compose it. Today is a day to thank him for that task. If you do not have a partner, it is likely that, now that you have met him, that person is not what you expected at first, and you feel somewhat disappointed. That is an error. Nobody is perfect, much less you. And love, at the end of the day, is a bond that is built around the virtues and defects of a person, since each one is his sums and subtractions from him. It is time for more people to recognize what you know how to do, and what you know how to do very well. You have to invest in dissemination, or you will be left behind. You must do it because you have a lot to offer, from your products to your services, without forgetting yourself. Who speaks on your behalf? Thanks to your personal charm, there is always someone willing to defend your decisions, no matter how bad they are. And that has been of great help to you, but it also limits you, because by hiding your vices, your virtues cannot be recognized. Be who speaks on your behalf, and do it with facts. It's good to say no to each other when you're in a relationship. Regardless of the intensity of love, we need to put aside the idea that we lose our independence. Everyone must keep their likes and dislikes. It is healthy to maintain our own points of view, because with them, we show that the relationship is strong and respects freedom. Money is not created by magic. Material gain has its mechanics and its secrets, and not even all the stars can do the job for you. So get up and go. You have to stop waiting for a magical solution that is not going to come. It's time for work and effort, because you already have talent and ambition. This day you should be cautious, because the trends indicate that your sensitivity will be at its peak. Small stimuli can unleash your emotions violently. Avoid confrontations or get carried away by nostalgia. It is the time of measure and self-control, because your spiritual balance is essential. How difficult can it get? With what determination do you have to prepare yourself to face the challenges that await you? Don't worry. I'm not warning you about what's coming your way. I'm just calling your attention to the fear you're feeling. You are like a spring, tense, poised and ready to spring into action at the slightest sign of trouble. But isn't that exhausting? And if you are mentally exhausted from being on high alert, how are you going to enjoy the cosmic gifts that come your way? You don't have to be so defensive. Just relax. Tip of the day: today you will be invited to participate. You should not accept, as it will be a waste of effort and money. Lucky numbers for today: 10, 20, 28, 35, 43, 47. Today's Gemini horoscope tips: all the horoscope signs are divided into 3 decans according to the date of birth, and this is the specific Gemini horoscope prediction and advice for each of them. First deanery, May 21 to 31, forget the past, a good stage begins. Get rid of prejudices and negativities. Second decan, June 1st to 10th, you are in a period of preparation for the changes that are coming your way, but look inside yourself and discover what aspects you have to put on your side so that the long-awaited changes begin. Third decan, June 11th to 20th, as in the previous changes that are coming, but beware of a false friend or an acquaintance with not very good intentions. Nothing worrisome but alert.